I'm Malu. I'm part of SAME.Community. We are a global community that sparks regenerative practices, spontaneous cooperation between different parts of the world, between real people, real projects, and little talks, just to grow together, because it's so easy to grow together. Thank you for being here, and welcome to our first co-hosted event with our friends of UDAGAN. I pass the mic to Oscar and Saydyy, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome.
We are UDAGAN. We are performers and artists, drawing from folklore and mythology.
We want you to love your heritage, respect others' heritage, and be inspired by all heritage.
We are happy to be co-hosting the first SAME.Community Open Mic.
A number of members from the community will perform, present, or speak about their creative ventures.
The first contributor is Struppi Ly. Please show them your support.
Hi there, SAME community. I'm Struppi.
And I'm Ly.
And this here is Karl. And we are very happy to be here for you for this open mic. And we have gathered here to play for you a song of ours called Different Faces, which is already quite an old song of ours, has traveled with us. There's lots of legends and stories and myths around it. But, well, we won't share those today. We will keep with the song, and it's quite self-explanatory. It's called Different Faces, and we hope you enjoy. I've been wandering around. I have been to many places, and all I ever found were the world's different faces. And honestly speaking, I think it's a shame that we don't understand. We're all so the same. We speak in many tongues, many songs, as so many have done before us. Of sorrows and pain and misunderstandings, but what's there to gain if we keep pretending that Mother Earth, every living being, has had its birth, but won't have an ending. What binds us is love, the sun's ancient fire, music from above. Let God take you higher. Love yourself. Oh, love your other. Live your life, 'cause you won't get another. You will never be gone. You will come again with a different face, but we're still the same. We're still the same. We're still the same. We're still the same. love be with you all.
That was beautiful. Please show your support for Struppi and Lou. Our next contributor is Amy, who will present a piece of her poetry.
Hi there, my name's Amy Keith. I am a member of SAME.Community and I'm taking part in the open mic night, reading a poem that I wrote for this. Just to give you a little bit of background, we've been asked to give people a little insight into our process and what's kind of brought it on and so on. So really quick flyover. I got ill last year. Combination of a virus that didn't go away and turned into a fatigue syndrome and burnout from 10 years working with startups, which is obviously a wonderful experience, but it's all consuming. And so this time last year I kind of had a bit of a my life blown up a little bit, and while it was a lot to deal with, it is something that I'm extremely grateful for, because it gave me the opportunity to reshape my life with stronger foundations, with a balance of more than that startup work life balance, to focus on investing a lot of time in myself and in healing and in adventure, even in a pandemic, and reconnecting with the earth as well. So so I've been on a healing journey for the last year, opening up a lot of old trauma and starting to tend to and heal old wounds, and unpacking patterns of behavior and conditioning and all of the wonderful stuff that you do when you've time to focus and look deep into yourself. And so as part of that self-discovery and learning to accept and love and be gentle with myself and understand the different aspects of myself and their needs, and start learning how to give myself a voice and give different parts of me a voice and so on. I've taken up writing in different formats, some of which are short stories and stuff like that, but poems seem to flow out of me. Lots of dark dark stuff around just unpacking a lot of pain, I guess, but also learning to look at life as if it were art, and learning to appreciate small moments of beauty and joy, and to notice the synchronicities and the interconnectedness of us all. We are mirroring each other, and I actually think a lot of the damage we cause to others and to animals and to forests and trees and to the earth itself, from going through this healing journey, it mirrors to me a level of unresolved trauma at a collective level, that we are acting out on our environment rather than take the cold hard look at yourself and start to work through pain, because it's always easier to look external than to shine that light on some of your more painful areas. And I know that as a collective we are moving to heal those wounds, and you can feel it, right? It's tangible in the air. People are trying, they're connecting, they're being compassionate and trying to understand each other rather than allow the divisiveness that is being fed to us to continue, because we know we're not all enemies. We know that that is what is potentially convenient for people with agendas to lead us to believe, but we're not that different. We're very much the same at our core. We're the same. And so this poem is inspired by that, actually. It is a little bit rhymey. It didn't set out to be that way. It just kind of happened, and yeah, and then I couldn't stop it. So yeah, it's rhymey. Not all my poems are, not all poems in general are, but this one is. So yeah, without further ado, poem. What a beautiful sight we are, you and I, running, our feet padding on the earth. Thump, 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 the beat of my heart. You match my pace. Our chase is a work of art. Two beings we are, each distinct, each one of a kind, and yet we are completely and utterly intertwined. Our lives are entangled for this brief chase. We ebb and flow like a beautiful symphony. We are part of a story of chance, of choice, or perhaps of destiny. When you move, I move. Our steps, our actions, our reactions. We're caught in a dangerous stance. Will you win, or will it be me? Will it be life or death? The cyclical beauty and pain from the first cry of life to your final dying breath. With short-sighted eyes, it's easy to forget we are all connected. For each atom to entire galaxies, from the hunter to the hunted, the lion and the deer, the one who will succumb and the one who will persevere. For humans have forgotten that we are wild too. We put up walls physically and within ourselves. We keep nature out and we keep our own nature held in. We outsource our kills and we outsource our mess. We put on a mask to hide, to try and impress. For we are disconnected from each other and from the earth. And we seek acceptance and a sense of self-worth. But we are acting from a place of pain and hurt, acting out our trauma on our home on earth. But if you are willing to face yourself, to open your heart, embrace your light, and learn from your dark, then together we can change how this story goes. We can walk the path and learn to be. For without you, there is no me. And without the earth, there is no we. So shake off those falsehoods, the lies and limitations. Together we can build strong, loving, equal foundations. It's time to rewrite the story of you and of me. It's time to see the full picture, because it's always been a we. And that's my poem. I am actually getting a little bit emotional. Sorry. So yeah, thanks for letting me share that with you, and yeah, I'm sending you lots of love and healing. Thanks. Bye.
Wow, that was emotional. Thanks, Amy. Please show your support to Amy. And the next contributor is multi-instrumentalist Samara.
Hello everybody, welcome to my room here in Mexico, your home. So, thank you to the SAME community which invited me and is creating this wonderful event. We are humans, we are nature, and we are part of this planet, which is also our body. So I'm going to perform inspired in spring, which is a beautiful, beautiful stage where dreams emerge, you know, where flowers start to bloom and water falls from sky, and it's beautiful. So hopefully I can make something as beautiful as spring with my music. First, oh, shit. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry for saying that. I like that. Como la tierra se moja con el agua de la lluvia, mi corazón va palpitando al ritmo del canto de un pájaro. La primavera ya llegó, ya llegó. La primavera ya llegó, ya llegó. Somos parte de una red que se une como el universo. Universo, te atrapo y te dejo caer en la conciencia.
so much feeling. Please show your support to Samara. Next up is Maya, who will share about her currently developing dance collaboration project.
Hi everyone, I'm delighted to be here today, and I want to thank the SAME community for inviting me to talk about a project that is very dear to me at this moment. It is the virtual dance flash mob for the earth and our future generations. Let me tell you a bit about myself and why I'm here. Well, my name is Maya Marquez. I'm originally from Venezuela and I live in Ireland, in Dublin, Ireland. My professional background is mostly related to the IT sector. My work life is not much related to creativity. And I always had kind of this part of expressing my creativity has been really important for me. And dance has been has given me the chance to express myself and enjoy myself in a creative way, an artistic way. I've loved dancing, absolutely loved dancing, and I've tried different type of dances during my life, but there was one dance type that stuck to me over the years, and that is the Egyptian belly dance or Egyptian style oriental dance. Fascinated by this dance, the different movements in the body and the music. So I've been practicing it for over 15 years now. And it's been a really nice journey. I've learned a lot about the culture, not only about the dance, but also I've met so many wonderful dancers, especially here in Ireland. There is a very small community, so we get to know each other better, and we have participated in different events, and that's something that I really like about belly dancing, but also having this sisterhood, if you will. As I said, it is a very feminine art form, so I've always been with a group of women practicing, and it has been kind of putting in balance that in my life, because computer science, IT world, it has been mostly a masculine space. So that's just a little bit about my dance background. Here in Dublin, I was teaching for a while as well. And this idea of doing a flash mob just has been sitting in my head for a long time. From this time I was teaching belly dance, I just thought it would be great, a good activity, fun thing to do with my group of students. And for those who haven't seen a flash mob, or you haven't heard about what a dance flash mob is, I'm sure you have seen some videos when people are in the subway and they are just, in their regular day, and suddenly there is this music that starts playing and people start noticing, and someone starts dancing, and then another person and another person, and it looks really spontaneous, but it's something that has been planned ahead. So you can see how people react, how people change their, this kind of day-to-day, sometimes monotonous attitude, like I'm taking the subway going to my job, like it's the same thing I do every day, and they get that spark in their eyes, start interacting as well with the flash mob, which is kind of a collective energy that just suddenly sparks the place where what is happening. So it didn't happen. I stopped teaching, and that was it. After that, I started dancing with in a duet with my dance partner, Ola Borshigniak. And I kept having this idea that I would like to do a flash mob.
Hi everyone, my name is Maya. I'm here on this beautiful day to invite you to join us to our virtual dance flash mob for the Earth and our future generations. This virtual dance flash mob for the Earth and our future generations is a call to action collaborative artistic project that invites us all to dance together for the beautiful and regenerative world we want to live in. Show our appreciation and care for our planet and also for our future generation. We think art is an excellent means to express beauty and bring about consciousness. What I personally love about putting together this project is that it shows the beauty and the power of collaboration. When we get together with an intention to create something greater for the common good than what we could have done individually. For that, I want to thank the dancers that are coming on board in co-creating the virtual flash mob. Especially I want to mention my dance partner Ola Borshigniak and Louise O'Connor, Kaylee dance and musician, who have been very supportive and enthusiastic about the concept. Our goal is to show that the arts can make a positive impact on people's quality of life and on our planet, and to encourage other artists to use their talents to drive positive change. So let me tell you more about how we're going to do it. We are going to show you some easy-to-follow choreographies from a selection of dance styles. The choreos will be pre-recorded, so you will have the chance to learn them in advance and then join us for a live streaming in the summertime. With the help of technology, people from different locations will be able to join on the day and dance like a big tribe, spreading the love for our planet and holding a space to consciously think about our legacy to the future generations. The project is still work in progress, so stay tuned to learn more about it.
And hopefully you'll join us and we create magic together in the summer through dance. Thank you very much again for listening and for the invitation to be here today, and have a good day.
This project looks wonderful. Show your support to Maya. Our next guest, our friend Riqi, will show more beautiful music.
Ndugu is a track my friends and I jammed over through the weekend, and it's a happy track. When you listen to it, just enjoy the moment, feel the vibe. Push that chair, stand up, dance, close your eyes, forget this stressful decade and hope for a better one. Thank you.
I absolutely loved that. Please show your support, everyone, for Riqi and company. Next up is Flávia, who will present her project Holoptic.
Imagine a future where all human beings are directing their energy and creativity to regenerate the world, not only restoring the social and ecological damage that has been done, but also deeply caring, supporting, and uplifting each other and all forms of life into our highest potential. Imagine having all humanity as your support group. So now there's not only you worried about your personal success, but everybody else on the planet. Imagine a place where personal development and sobriety is a critical common goal. A world where there is no need for a currency or rational numbers to track our value and interactions. But instead, there is an innate sense of gratitude and the certainty that all life is countlessly valuable. So in this place, we have this deep, unconditionally willingness to serve and the rooted trust in our community. Imagine you can have access to all human knowledge stored throughout time. There is no hidden knowledge because we see each other as part of the same team. And you have also access to people's interests, intentions, and actions, so you can sense-make the word properly and respond accordingly. Imagine a world where every voice is heard and there are no margins. Power is evenly distributed because the only power is the one inside each and every one of us, which we manifest through our attention and intention. Therefore, we govern ourselves autonomously by freely choosing our interactions, occupations, and supported ideas and initiatives. And imagine we use high technology to do all that, to collaborate globally to regenerate the world and take care of each other. Imagine we create a platform and infrastructure with a human-centered design, which is also highly responsive, forkable, and decentralized. I imagined all that some years ago. So hi, I'm Flávia, a 29-year-old single mom from Rio, Brazil. No possessions to my name, but yet living a very rich life because of the people I have around me, which I'm forever and every day really grateful for. So last year, I was encouraged to share out a mission. And then I was feeling comfortable enough for the first time to share these ideas. And I started doing that. I started talking to people. And it was really fulfilling that I received the support of many people that trusted me. So Olaptic was born. And with it, so many questions were born as well. So to create this word, to create this level of human connection and intimacy, what kind of relationships should we nourish now? So I shift my mindset from technological features to the relational part of the community. So I am investigating, experimenting now on relational practices. Is that I'm trying to do it as scientifically and hypothesis validation as possible. I understand that these are my kind of hopes and beliefs for the world and future. They are not universal truth. So I want to experiment and really get feedback from people. What I'm really looking for here is for some guinea pigs, people that resonate with this vision and want to join and be part of it. I want to really thank you, SAME.Community and Buckminster Fuller Institute for this space.
This sounds fascinating. Show your support. And now, Samara Nancy will speak about her personal relationships with plants.
Hello and welcome to Ambos Mundos, both worlds, a biocultural landscape project in Tacubaya, Mexico. My name is Samara. I'm 33 years old. I was born in Mexico City. I grew up in Zapopan City. I currently reside in Tacubaya, Mexico City. I work at a call center. I am a member of a clothing cooperative. I am an occult practitioner. I want to tell you how it all started. I have always been fascinated by bureaucracy. Why? It's the only game we are allowed to play. We give it all its power because of aesthetics. Because I see waiting as an opportunity to reflect on the most existential aspects of our being. My first museum exhibition was called Regrese Mañana, Come Back Tomorrow. When you visited the museum, you were instructed to fill out some forms with existential questions and then come back the next day to actually be able to enter the exhibition. Inside, there were very impressive works by very famous artists, all related to bureaucracy. We got hundreds of form submissions expressing the desires of each of the person that entered the exhibition. The overwhelming consent was the desire for destruction. So, with the help of the museum staff, we destroyed the exhibition space and we wrote on the walls the desire of the people. The first time that I saw this sculpture that was made was the first time that I thought about the idea of nature overcoming our systems and nature as part of our systems, even if this only was plastic plants. My partner Rodrigo Frias and I collaborated in this exhibition called Not Wild but Still Life. We traveled to Quebec City, Canada, to the largest and most accepted bureaucracy in the world, to engage in an activity that I called bureaucratic tourism. We gained access to this building called Complex G, or Marie Guyard, in which most of the government's offices are housed in. This building also houses some impressive biodiversity. There were thousands of plants living in there. They were sustaining a life of luxury and eternal light and food and care. They were living their best lives inside of the Complex G. What if these tropical plants drove the humans to build massive brutalist buildings to provide shelter and care for them so they can survive the harsh winter in Quebec City? We fantasize a lot about these plants. We finally found out that they were rented. They were all owned by a same company that rented plants to all of the office buildings in Quebec City. This was the first paper sculpture that I made of a plant. A couple of years after that, I started seeing these flowers. I didn't even know the name of the flower, but I was being drawn to it. It wasn't until I was invited to an exhibition and I made this piece that was called Todos los escrúpulos que uno pudiera concebir en tan graves momentos de combate deben acallarse. All misgivings that might arise in such grave times of struggle must be silenced. I made the sculpture out of a dream that I had 10 years ago then, almost 14 years ago now. Except that in my dream it wasn't a paper plant, it was a real plant, so it wasn't destroyed by the drop of water that fell and went through the mesh and got dispersed. Eventually everything just became a big mush of cellulose and water, which I froze and I still keep in my freezer. A friend I made it during the exhibition told me the name of the plant that I was looking Manto de la Virgen, Oleoluki, Morning Glory. I realized this plant was just everywhere in the city. In 2018, we were gifted a cotton plant. We didn't know how to care for it. Nevertheless, it produced its first cotton ball in January 2019. After the earthquake, it was impossible not to obey the signs, even though we didn't understand them. One day, I got a thought in my head that I needed to protect the cotton plant in case it hailed. Like many things, I postponed it. I said, I'll do it tomorrow or the next day. That same day, when I was in my pole dancing classes really close to my house, hail started falling off the sky. I ran to the cotton plant. When I got there, it was really hurt, really bad. All of her leaves were kind of destroyed, and I felt a very big sadness, and I was just amazed at that thought that I had. I was thinking, I don't know when it's gonna hail, but maybe the plant did know it, and she sent me that thought. The next day, the plant was recovered. Its leaves were all broken, but they were green, and even a flower came out. I was really, really moved. How can we establish relationships with other things besides humans, like buildings, plants, airwaves? I think we need to let them go through us in order to be able to listen to their signs, try to interpret from the heart, from the soul. There's a hotel really close that I always see, Ambos Mundos, both worlds, as a reminder to walk in both worlds. It amazed me the relationship between the cotton plant and the morning glory plant. The cotton on one side, a symbol of enslavement, of waste of water for the industry, a massive crop. Everywhere in the world, they enslave the cotton plant. And morning glory, free everywhere in the world, with hallucination properties, and just a very resilient, beneficial plant, a little bit toxic as well. How can we read them? How can we hear them? Why are they here? The truth is, I don't know. I don't know where this is going, but I've been watching carefully, documenting the growth, the evolution. The other day, I got a message. It was a 6-point star flower. I've never seen this before. It's a mutation. That's one message. It seems so meaningful and at the same time so meaningless. All that's left to say from my part is thank you for watching this presentation, and And I invite you to send me your thoughts, your feelings, or anything that this may have evoked in you, because messages go really far. Have a great day.
That was completely enchanting. Please everyone show your support for Samara and Nancy. We have one more contributor tonight. Us.
We will perform a shamanic improvisation using Sakha traditional instrument hummus from my home country and analog synthesizers.
A whirling synthesis of organic timbre and living electricity.
Let the music take you on a journey.
Show some support for Saydyy.
Show some support for Oscar.
We'd like to thank everybody who performed tonight, and especially Ruta and Malu, who have facilitated hosting such a wonderful event.
It's been a pleasure.
Please take the seeds of inspiration from all the artists who have performed tonight and nourish them throughout your human experience.
Let your life bloom.